Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Today is Monday, January 2nd. We are talking right now with Mike Brenner joining us from the beach. It's the wild card round of the NFL playoffs, and the opening lines have just come out. 4 games, some interesting situations. I haven't had any. I don't have any firm opinions as yet, but maybe some will start popping up towards the end of the week. Mike Brenner, the 4 playoff games, the 4 wild card games have already had lines that have opened. Do you have any opinions as of yet on these lines?
Absolutely, Pete. I sure do. Let's just get into the first game. Why don't you start us off?
Okay. Well,
I'm ready, Pistol Pete.
Well, there's Oakland and Houston, and obviously Oakland having all kinds of problems at quarterback. Now McGloin is banged up, and then Savage got a concussion with Houston, so there's a ton of uncertainty on both sides, which is why I'm kind of watching and waiting on that one. Obviously Oakland has a talented team all around, but someone has to play quarterback. They're getting 3.5.
There's no doubt. And Pete, you know what? This is where the ATS road dog machine stops, all right? I'm just telling you, they lost their mojo, and McGloin didn't have any mojo. I read some articles before that game started. That kid was so scared to go in there. I'm not exaggerating. All right, Houston's going to win this thing on defense. They just are. Their defense is going to get it done. They're at home, and I want you to pull the trigger, baby, on the first half and the full game best shop line, Houston Texans.
All right, well, I don't have the full. The full game would be minus 3.5 plus 101, and the first half isn't out yet, but we can give you the pinnacle opener.
Absolutely, Pistol Pete. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think this team being at home, they've gone through some quarterback issues themselves. But when they lost Derek Carr and thought they could carry on, all right, you have absolutely now nothing to lean on. This team's in trouble, and their defense is just getting toasted.
Yeah, except I'm not sure if I trust Osweiler at all. I mean, maybe I trust him, but
I don't either. But I trust that damn defense, and I trust O'Brien. I really trust Bill O'Brien to win this thing.
All right. Well, then all right. So 2 official plays from you already. Then the next one is Detroit and Seattle, and obviously Detroit ran into a juggernaut against Green Bay. They've lost their last 4 in a row. ATS. Seattle also though struggling towards the finish line. I'm thinking maybe a shot with the under here would be my lean. 8 points is a lot though for Seattle to be giving, right?
It is, but you know what? I saw that Seattle team just looks so out of sync. And you know what? I heard your voice so clearly today, Pete, when you said literally, you know, it was, I forget the week number, but you said, yeah, Aaron Rodgers said we have to run the table, and I think we can. And we both thought he was freaking crazy. I'll be damned if he didn't run the table. My hat's off to him. I'm just telling you right now, there's some stuff going on, and I know I'm talking Green Bay, but I just think that's too many points. I don't think Seattle's defense, they got torched on the first 2 drives yesterday against a team that had no business even being in the game.
Yeah. So are you going official with Detroit?
No, I'm just going to hold off. I'm waiting on an update, and we're going to do an update video, but I probably will be taking Detroit plus the points. That's a hell of a lot of points to give Matthew Stafford because they're going to be playing in a dome, and I know it's not a dome, but it's a field that's, he's going to be used to the surface, and I really think that crowd is going to be loud, but I got a feeling, all right, there's just too many mistakes, too many mental mistakes this team is making that they never made before going into the playoffs, Pete.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the under as well, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on it.
You might be right, because none of those offenses scare me right now.
And then Miami-Pittsburgh is an interesting one. Pittsburgh, of course, beat Cleveland, but rested all their top guys. And Miami also ran into a juggernaut in the last week, which was New England. But before that, they have been a great bet, ATS. So this is another one I'm thinking maybe a shot with the under at 47. Although Miami, of course, has been a huge overtrender all year long, but Pittsburgh had some success, going under down the stretch of the regular season. Here again, 10 points feels like a lot for a wild card game.
Oh, it does. There's no doubt about it, and I really don't have a call on the full game. But, I do know I like your under at 47, Pete. I'm thinking that myself, and here's why. I think Pittsburgh wants to do just enough to get this thing done, and they want to kind of grind it out. It's not going to be a quick air attack, get up and down the field. All right, they're going to utilize their running game. All right, Miami, this is why I'm taking Pittsburgh on the first half, just so you know, and I'm going to use a pinnacle line on the opener. But I think the under might be the absolute, for me, a solid play because I don't see Matt Moore doing too much damage to this defense in cold weather. And I think if I don't lock it in under 47 now, I think that bad boy's going to go down. So just to be safe to take the edge, I'm officially taking the under 47.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
under 47. All right, I'll go on that. I'll go on that one with you. I'm going to take the under. It makes me nervous because again, Miami was a dead overtrender for most of the year, and we know what Pittsburgh can do. But yeah,
That was Tannehill, and I know Moore has stepped in. He got some great touchdowns and stuff, but shit's getting real now. All right, Pittsburgh's resting their guys. They're focusing. Adam Gase is a great coach, but this is his first time ever experience as a head coach in the playoffs. You talk about pressure, you won't hear it in his voice, but guess what? He's feeling it in his heart, and there's no doubt. I love that first half. I think Pittsburgh comes out and sets the tone. And I got to switch the subject real quick. Were you and I on Cleveland yesterday? I think we were.
No, the under.
You didn't jump in that one? Okay.
The under.
All right.
Yeah.
You did take the under. Okay, that's what it was.
All right.
So, Pistol, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, Miami, come on.
So the under 47 is, I am going to go official on it with you. That's under 47 minus 107 is the pinnacle line. Great. And then you have the Pittsburgh on the first half. You're going to go official as well?
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Big Ben, there's just too much experience there playoff-wise, and Matt Moore hasn't taken too many damn snaps the last few years. And I know Ajayi is good, but this is weather conditions, and you're going up against an experienced playoff Super Bowl caliber team. So this is a Brenner no-brainer, baby.
All right. Sounds good. And then we got the Giants in Green Bay, and the Giants, of course, didn't rest their starters, and they beat Washington. And Green Bay, again, the juggernaut that just steamrolled through the last 6 games of this season. And covered most of those as well. The line is 4 or 4.5. Again, this is one I'm going to have to do some more research on because right now it'd be scary for me to take either side here.
Absolutely, and I love what you just said because when you just naturally sit and hear that, you think, okay, momentum, this is a no-brainer. Let's just absolutely, take the Packers. The Giants didn't rest their starters, but you know what? There's a formula and a chemistry right now that scares me about the Giants, and it's one of those years where you go, holy shit, they might win the Super Bowl on, like they did the last 2 times. It's the quiet before the storm. I can't figure this team out. The only reason I am still confidently going the other way is because the other 2 storms, Tom Coughlin was leading the ship. I'm still not sold on Ben McAdoo, and I know he showed me wrong a couple times and all that, but I still think he's going to have the Sesame Street effect here, Pete. I'm pulling the trigger, baby, on the back to keep the momentum on the first half, on the full game.
Really? All right, so the full game -4, minus 115 in the first half. I guess we can give the pinnacle opener.
Yes. Are you going to jump in there?
No. I gotta research and look into this a little bit more, but I might, have an opinion on it by the end of the week. All right. So to sum up, I'm only on one play, which is Miami Pittsburgh under 47. And what are you on? You're on the Miami Pittsburgh under 47. Pittsburgh first half, Green Bay first half, and the full game. And what else, Mike Brenner?
Houston Texans first half and full game. You gave me the full game at 3.5, and I'm taking the pinnacle opener, Pistol Pete, on the first half.
Okay, and a pass for now on Detroit and Seattle. All right. Interesting.
You better revisit that one. I'm going to look at what was the total on Seattle.
That one is it's 42.5 or 43. I was thinking under on that one as well, but I'm gonna.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay away. Okay.
Could sneak over.
All right, Pistol.
Okay, all right, Mike Brenner. Sounds good. Thanks for joining us once again from the beach, and we'll see you back in the studio very soon.
Absolutely, buddy. Have a great day, and viewers, thank you so much for your support and your loyalty. We love you guys, and we can't do it without you.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.